on.
Same here.
We are the Soul Brothers back up in with a versus video. The GOAT versus the newcomer.
Ooh.
What do you know about that?
Nike versus Puma. Who would have thought, man?
Yeah.
But yeah, so the LeBron 16 versus the Puma Clyde Court Disrupt. I know the price is that's a pretty big price difference. But we thought, I mean, they're both really big and clunky. Oh, not clunky, but just heavy, you know? So we thought this would be a good versus video. And there's a lot of big guys wearing that, dude. Like DeMarcus Cousins. Well, he hasn't played yet, but he's supposed to play in those. I guess Rudy Gay's big. DeAndre Ayton. And then Marvin Bagley Jr.
Right.
So there's a lot of big guys. But also, like, I guess Terry Rozier is playing in these as well. But anyways, this is a versus video. If you guys want to cop either of these, we'll leave links below. But let's get it started with the Tracciones. The LeBron 16 is amazing for the traction, dude. I only noticed a little bit of slipping when I did a really hard cut, or I guess like stop, but that was only like once or twice, only a few times out of like, you know, I play in these a lot, so I'm just telling you my experience. So I guess just watch out for that. But overall traction, stopping power is really good. Dust, minimal dust pickup, and if it does pick up dust, it actually doesn't really pick up dust. But if it does, you just do a really slight wipe. But I never really did that. Traction was just really good, and outdoor use should be good. Rubber is super hard as well, so there's that.
Yeah, super hard rubber in this. Also, so outdoor use is good. However, traction is not superb in these. It is susceptible to dust quite frequently. You're gonna have to wipe a lot. And I do mean a lot, depending on what type of court you play on. If you're on a clean court, you should be good. Bite's pretty hard. Not the craziest bite, but a good bite. But LeBron's for the win as far as traction goes.
Okay. Nothing surprising there. Moving on to the cushion. So the cushion... Yeah, heel to toe transition is way better, right? Heel to toe transition in LeBron's is way better. Impact protection is better.
Yeah.
It's a lot bouncier as well.
Yeah.
High up off the ground, what do you feel higher?
Probably
LeBron's a little bit, right?
Yeah, I would call them almost even, but if I had to say one, it would be the LeBron's. But these are you feel pretty high up in these too.
Really?
Yeah.
Response is probably a little bit better in the Pumas or not? I mean, it is really clunky though.
Yeah, it's kind of clunky. I mean, you don't feel more responsive in these.
Really? No. So I guess response, the LeBron's are a little bit better? Because like the bounce is still pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's not like a slow bounce or anything. So what do you liking better?
The LeBron's.
Okay, so what would you say to a guy who likes like more responsive cushions and hates bounce?
Well, if you really hate bounce, then you got to go here. If you don't want any give in your cushion, you got to go here. But just know that it's going to be a heavier setup, more clunky, and there is still some impact protection. So it's not super hella stiff and low to the ground.
Yeah.
And neither of these shoes are going to get a lot of court feel.
Yeah.
So, but I would still go with the LeBron's as far as response.
Okay. All right, so LeBron's for the win there. Moving on to the materials, you have Battle Knit 2.0 in the LeBron's. Feels soft right out the gate, but it gets a little bit softer and just feels really nice. It doesn't feel like there's any glue or underlaying material, which also is really cool. It doesn't make the material stiff at all, so it really feels like the material is kind of like made for your foot, you know? You have a really nice flat tongue system, which makes it easy to put on the shoe, and you also have a I guess adjustable lacing system where you can put the eyelets into the second row of eyelets and make it a little bit tighter of fit, which also is really nice. But materials on the LeBron's are top notch, very premium.
Very much so, yeah. They're definitely top notch. These are not bad. They're not as good as the LeBron's. They're kind of doing the same thing as the LeBron's, meaning it's like a nice premium feeling knit, super strong, and pretty sturdy, but it's just not as nice as the LeBron's. And even on foot, it's not as nice, as comfortable.
Really?
Feeling on foot.
Yeah, the LeBron's feels so soft for some reason. So
these are a little more cumbersome. I mean, they do break in, but there is a difference. But they also in both shoes kind of use even some more stiffer materials in the back.
Yeah.
That's to help cage you in the heel. So, and also ease of putting on. The LeBrons are way easier to put on.
Yes.
I mean, these stretch and everything, but I have kind of an issue with one booty uppers a lot of times. You know, it stretches, but then when you go to put your heel in, you have to pass the heel through, and it's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with the LeBrons are very easy to put on. So there's that.
Okay, so LeBron for the win there. Moving on to fit, what fits better?
The LeBrons.
Really?
Yeah.
LeBron's fit really nice.
Yeah, super nice.
Yeah, it's not too narrow, but it is a little narrow at first for me, but it did stretch out. The knits do stretch out a little bit over time, so the fit actually fits perfectly. For my foot, feels like a 1-1 fit. No toe dead space in the toe area or anything, so fit is really nice there. So what's better about the LeBrons as far as fit goes?
It just hugged my foot better. These are a little bit wide. And just didn't really, this is a very subjective category. Everyone has a different foot. So for my foot, the LeBrons just felt a little bit better overall as far as fit goes.
Moving on to support and lockdown.
Both very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah, I would tie it up.
Okay. Ankle should be good in both. I mean, they're pretty wide. They did add an outrigger in the LeBrons. There's a little bit of an outrigger in the Pumas as well.
You're pretty high up in both, so
you
definitely don't want to roll your ankle in either of these.
Materials are both supportive, and lateral containment is good in both. All right, so both support and lockdown, I guess, tied up there. So moving on to weight, we do not have Donnie Boy's LeBrons here. This is obviously my pair, and that's Donnie's pair, so we can't give you the exact weight, but I think sometimes that's kind of good. It's more on like what the feeling is. So what feels heavier on foot?
These do.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, the LeBrons don't feel too heavy because like the fit is nice, the materials are soft. It just feels a little bit bulky, like I guess underneath your foot.
Yeah, I'm kind of amazed by the LeBrons. Because they're one of the heaviest shoes. They're very sturdy, almost a little bulky in parts, but they somehow feel like really responsive.
Yes, exactly.
These are not that. I mean, it has kind of those same aspects, except it doesn't feel crazy responsive.
I mean, it's like clunk doesn't help, dude.
No.
Especially if in the heel, do you like that?
That hurts it a lot. The traction hurts it a lot. The overall fit of it kind of hurts it a little bit for me personally. So
because it's a little wide, right? So your foot's moving around a little bit. So the LeBron 16 feels a little bit more responsive. What feels more bulky?
These.
Okay, and also heavier?
And heavier and more clunky.
That's kind of weird because I think these are on the same weight too. But anyways, moving on to break-in time. I mean, the LeBrons really, you don't really need to break it in. I guess the cushion, I needed to break it in because I'm like lighter. But that only took like a day or two.
And the upper a little bit to break in.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it gets a little softer.
But you are going to have to break these in a little longer.
Oh, okay.
So there's that. Heel to toe transition, that's a loss for the Pumas for sure.
Okay.
Overall comfort, the LeBrons are just more comfortable stepping around town.
Yes.
Ventilation,
LeBron 16 is hella hot.
Hella hot. These aren't too cool either, but I feel like they're a little cooler than the LeBrons because the LeBrons are pretty damn hot.
Alright.
Aesthetics.
LeBrons. LeBron 16. Looks way better.
Although we do like these.
We do like these, especially casual use. Maybe the Pumas are a little bit better for casual use, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but anyways, tell us what you guys think looks better.
Durability.
They're
both pretty damn well built. They're like tanks, so I would tie it up.
Okay. So wrapping things up, $185 versus $120. If money matters to you, what would you pick? $65 is
That's a lot of money. If you're really strapped for cash, just get these.
I mean, they're not horrible.
Yeah, they're not in my rotation. I don't like fully outright recommend them. But in this case, if this is, if you really like these two shoes, if you're really strapped for cash, I would go with the Pumas. They're not bad, right? But the LeBrons are just better. They're kind of doing what this shoe does, but just in a better way. You could kind of tell they really, they've really been doing this. They've been out here, Nike, doing this, So like they made a heavy, really strong, sturdy shoe, but it feels more responsive,
I feel like Puma kind of missed the mark a little bit with those, but I mean, if they made a few changes, I think it would have been really, really nice. But so you recommend these if price doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Okay, and it's the overall better performer, the LeBron 16 for the win. If you guys want to cop either of these, we'll leave links below. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next one.
Later.
Peace.